Dr Parmjee Palmer, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to speak on the New Zealand Superannuation and Retirement Income Amendment Bill in its second reading. It's a pleasure to take this call to support this bill. The purpose of this bill is to facilitate effective and efficient investment of the New Zealand Superannuation Fund. And for that, this bill proposes to allow administrators of a fund to control entities managing various investments of the fund. So the New Zealand Superannuation Fund invests on behalf of the government to help pay increase superannuation entitlements in the future. And also it helps with creating that balance of the burden that we want to put on taxpayers, and not just current taxpayers, but future taxpayers as well, Mr. Speaker. So this will help to avoid increasing taxes in the future. We know that our economy is doing really well, and it's doing well because this national government knows how to manage our economy. And there are numerous indicators of our great economy under this national government. For example, the number of jobs which are created under this national government. We know that household disposable incomes are rising faster than inflation. Businesses and households are happy because interest rates are lower and inflation is low. So this national government is focused on sustainable growth to support higher incomes and to support people in retirement. So our focus is to provide that better life for our families, from our youngest to the oldest. Our national government is working hard to make our country a better place to live, work, raise a family, and also to enjoy retirement. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill is about increasing the efficiency of how the superannuation fund is managed with the potential for material increase in the Crown balance sheet. So, Mr. Speaker, we have aging population in our country, and they are an important part of our community. And just a few weeks ago, I was in a meeting with police, and I learned that it is our seniors over the age of 65, they are easy target of crime. So we want a society where people get a positive aging experience. So our seniors are highly valued part of our communities, our families, and that is why we want them to have security, especially financial security. And this bill is a great example of how national government's policies are futuristic. Because as national government doesn't want to increase superannuation age, we want to keep a superannuation age at 65. And while keeping it at 65 since 2008 under this national government, superannuation rate after tax, a weekly rate after tax has gone up by 31%. And also we have been able to maintain merit rate of superannuation at 65% of average wage. And this has been possible because we know how to manage our economy. And as a result, Mr. Speaker, we are able to invest in other sectors. For example, health sector, we are able to provide more hip, knee, and other elective surgeries to help our seniors so that they become independent as soon as possible. So this bill is about getting better returns from our investment. The New Zealand Superannuation Fund needs to be invested more efficiently so that it adds to Crown's wealth, so that it improves not just this government but future government's ability to give those increases to superannuation entitlement, and also to keep this balance, as I said before, on the burden that we want to put on our taxpayers. So we want to put minimal burden on our taxpayers. So this is about our successful management of our economy, and as I said, this bill is a great example of that. And just recently, we released a positive aging strategy report, which shows that we are making great progress in most areas. And this national government is committed to our seniors to have security, especially financial security that they deserve. And this fund is set up in a very sensible way, which allows that reasonable level of independence, which is important for their investment policies. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill is about strengthening the investment fund and strengthening its ability. So I support this bill and commend the bill to the House. Thank you.
Members, this debate has concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. For the contrary, no. The ayes have it. A party vote's called for. I'll ask the clerk to conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
26 votes in favour.
Green Party.
14 votes opposed.
New Zealand First.
12 votes in favour.
Māori Party.
2 votes in favour.
ACT New Zealand.
1 vote in favour.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Any other votes?
Members, the ayes are 101, the noes are 14. The motion is agreed to. Second reading.
New Zealand Superannuation and Retirement Income Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day. Call on Government Order of the Day